Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Afton and I'm Monty's Tarot Child. Here on my channel I do pick a card readings like the one that we have here today and general readings for the collective. I'm mostly posting videos on Patreon now. This is actually an early access video, so if you would like to see more content like this and have it accessed early, consider joining my Patreon. I will link it down in the description below. But today we have 4 piles. These piles are energetically inclined to make you more aware of the luck that is headed your way. March is the month of luck. That is what it's known for mostly. I believe you can generate luck in any month, but I want to see just how lucky we can be this month, to see what else will be happening, current events in your life, current energy. So if you are interested in knowing more about the luck that is currently coming towards you, just take a moment to meditate, relax, and intuitively choose the pile that is meant for you. And I will see you at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. You chose this beautiful, gorgeous crystal. I can't remember the actual name of it, but it is beautiful. It does look very intense. And that is kind of the energy that I'm getting from your pile. Let's see what we can get into first. We'll start with Oracle. Okay. So the first card we have, wow, a leg up. So when we think about luck, I mean, this is the card of luck. Receiving a leg up either from spirit, or through the physical world from spirit, like needing help move or needing an extra bit of finance to again move. That's the situation that's coming up in my head because that is what's most current for me. But it could be anything in your life, not just moving, but getting a new job or having an opportunity to set yourself up financially in a positive and long-lasting way. We have co-create. Okay, so definitely with spirit, co-creating this luck, this destiny moment almost kind of that's coming towards you. You may be getting into manifestation or have recently gotten into manifestation, learning what it's about, what it means, which avenue of manifestation works best for you. That may be something that's coming up as well. And here with this leg up, co-create, it's kind of like it's something very specific that you're manifesting. It's something that you need specifically in order to make something else appear, is what I'm feeling like. Let's see. Imagine. So this is something that you have been imagining for a while, have been planning for a while. It's almost like a buildup of energy surrounding you here. Let's see what else. I'm also seeing like only you could have imagined this. Only you could have created this with spirit using your imagination, your manifestation powers. Only you could create something like this. Let's see what this is. We'll look into the tarot next. We have the Hierophant and another white polar bear. So very interesting. When I was deciding to use what deck to use for the tarot, I had chosen the Oracle first, and then I decided to go with the Animal Tarot, and your cards are aligning. So very interesting. But the Hierophant card is all about your connection to spirit. So it's not completely unbelievable that these two cards are coming out together. Again, you have a very strong connection with spirit here. something that you have been tailoring to you specifically, when it comes to God and source and what we believe in, there's always kind of this stigma when it comes to finding our own connection and what that feels like and means like to us. But I see here that this is something that you are no longer struggling with. You are actually coming into a very deep connection, something I guess that you could only have imagined. When you think about God, how does that make you feel? What are the feelings that come up for you? If it's, issues from the past, I almost hear like stigma from the past, and your old connections to source, then you realize that, you're growing out of that. The awareness of the discomfort is always that you are growing out of it. So with a leg up here, it's almost as if like spirit is whispering into your ear. And I don't know why that came to me specifically, but you are being divinely guided, protected, heavily protected, with the spiritual realm. We have Page of Swords in reverse. So there may have been something that you were trying to learn about, and it didn't come to you the way that you hoped. I feel like the first time that you tried this process, it was basically all movement ahead, forward movement, like, there's no stopping me when it comes to what I want to know, what I want to learn, what I want to gather information on. But now that you are being called to learn something differently, the process is going to have to look differently. Co-creating with spirit and seeking that knowledge intuitively, intuitively. So listening to not just your own voice and what is in your own head, but discerning what your intuition sounds like, what your higher self sounds like, and then moving forward with that knowledge. Sometimes the knowledge that we seek is not something that we can gain from our physical world here today. Yes, the internet has all types of knowledge and information online, but what information are we gaining internally that we can trust, and intuitively know that it's true because it's coming directly from source? You also have Justice in reverse. Okay, that's so interesting because with Justice in reverse, it's almost like this is completely new for you, listening to your intuition. You weren't taught to listen to yourself, or to listen to your higher self, I should say. You weren't, you are just now learning this process, coming into this information about trusting and listening to your higher self. This is new for you, where you are allowed to, and it is accepted for you to use your imagination to open up your mind to new possibilities, things that spirit are already giving you the okay on. And it's almost as if there's something specifically in your mind that that I'm referring to, and now you are bringing justice into that situation. You are reclaiming your power, reclaiming your energy, and you're saying, this is for me. This is my justice. This is how I want to move through the world and learn intuitively. I want to trust that the information that's coming to me is valid, not just because I say so, but because spirit is backing me up. Okay? And this realization opens up the world to you. That's a beautiful, beautiful way to end the tarot. These are the last of the tarot cards, but this is so very aligned, pile number one, with all of your energy. You remember I said that it felt intense. You begin and you end. Honestly, you have all major arcana except for one card. This is big. This is intense energy, like when we think about the world opening up to us, this is possibilities, this is meeting new people, this is doing things with confidence, with assurance that what I'm doing is divine. I actually wrote in my journal this morning that I am providing spirit-driven content, because this is all spirit behind me, right? Talking through me to you. So what you do is how spirit communicates through you with the world as well. And that opens you up to so many possibilities, so much balance, and harmony within yourself. One that doesn't, it doesn't shake. It doesn't move, because again, that's what confidence is about. Assurance, being sure of yourself, being sure of your connection with God, with spirit, and being sure that they are leading you through this entire process. So I have one affirmation, but I think I want to do these cards first. So give me a second. Let's see what else we have. I just have a few of these small Lenormand cards, and they are going to help read more of the energy of this situation. So we have dog, loyalty, your loyalty to spirit, your loyalty to this process, your loyalty to your spiritual evolution. That's something that's coming to you. I feel like that's a part of your luck, is your spiritual evolution and how you are evolving currently more into a hierophant, a highly connected spiritual being. This is not just some earthly experience that you're having here. Like, this is something that is ethereal, very in the very Pisces energy, very in the spiritual ethereal worlds. And that's all I have for that. Let's see. Mountain. There are things that you are overcoming, things that you are persevering from, things that are building a muscle for you. It's almost like you're overcoming older things, like things from the past, things that have set this justice in reverse. So it's almost like this is not current energy as you are currently struggling to overcome something. It's something that you are aware of, that you are aligned with, in tuned with, that you can hear it clearly and know what needs to go. You have the ring, okay? So for quite a few of you, some of you, that take what resonates, there may be a ring within this look. I'm also seeing this as just plain and simple more of the commitment that you have towards your journey, towards yourself, towards your growth, the growth of whatever it is that you have aligned with on this spiritual journey. And there is a book. So many of you may be taking some time to yourself to just sit and read a book. You start with 10, you end with 10. There's a completion, a cycle here, including the world. You may be driven to pull out a book, either to learn more about your spiritual being, your spiritual essence, or just a book to relax and enjoy your time without having to worry about what's next in the day, where you can just succumb to your imagination. This book may bring about lots of ideas for you, lots of thoughts, and things that you are no longer hesitant to learn about. You're opening up. I see that you are opening up to this energy of balance, of intellectual stimulation, all of these good things, amazing and beautiful energy. So let's see what the affirmation has. When I surrender my will to the care of spirit and the universe, I attune my energy with an ever-present stream of well-being. And I'm going to say that again, okay? When I surrender my will to the care of spirit, this is all the divine's working, okay? And the universe, I attune my energy with an ever-present stream of well-being. Okay, that is gorgeous. And I have one last final oracle message. I'm gonna read this one to you. It also has an angel number on here. You may be seeing the angel number a lot. You may divinely connect with this crystal that is on here, and I will just be reading the short passage from the book. Okay, so we have individuality, angel Aiel, and the crystal labradorite. So let's see what this one is. The angel number is 444. So you could be seeing 444 a lot. It could be something, the number that has been coming up for you a lot. Either 444, 1010, 888, maybe even 777. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's read just a short passage from it. There are as many ways to live your life in service to love, light, and power as there are stars in the sky. Even more. What matters more than whether another understands your lifestyle and choices is whether the choices you make reflect your own personal values. The first task you have on your path of discovering and honoring your individuality is to ask yourself, what has meaning for me? If you don't take time to question and reflect upon what really means something to you, you'll simply be moved according to the value others impose upon you. Those values might not mean anything to you at a deeper level, yet you may be afraid to step outside of what others say is safe or true. Without pausing to reflect upon your own personal values, you will miss an opportunity to get to know who you are and what you stand for, to discover your individuality. When you do not know who you are, you will not be able to love and appreciate your divine beauty, nor understand what drives you, and be able to commit, hello, the ring, unconditionally to your life purpose and divine destiny. Without unconditional commitment, you'll give up when things get difficult, even when you are strong enough to keep going. You'll place restrictions upon how the universe can conspire to create your destiny in the best possible way by doubting when the timing or circumstances don't match your expectations. You'll not know what matters to you, and so you will more easily become overwhelmed by distraction, and in that overwhelmed confusion and self-doubt will undermine your progress. So your second task will be to use the courage within your heart to set priorities that match your inner values and act on them. It takes courage to live as your true self in all ways, to make choices that honor what you value more than what you might have been taught to fear. You are absolutely allowed to do this. It is your divine birthright to choose the values that feel most authentic, truthful, inspiring, and exciting to you. Whatever excites your spirit, inspires your mind, moves your heart, and awakens your body is a key to discovering who you are and why you are here. So, pile number 1. This overall message and the luck that is coming your way is your individuality, committing to yourself and listening to what truly drives and makes you thrive when it comes to imagination. So I hope that this reading resonated for you. I hope that it reaches you well, and many blessings to you. Pile number 1. Peace. Hello, pile number 2. You chose this beautiful red and almost carnelian-like crystal, but it also could be a jasper, so I'm really not certain. Let's get into your reading. We're going to start off with the oracle. Let's see. And the first card we have, wow, blessed. Wow. You and pile number 1 with these hard-hitting cards coming out first. It's crazy. Blessed. You are eternally and spiritually blessed. You are blessed beyond measure. And it's for it to be the first card out, coming out in this what luck is coming my way is a beautiful thing to see, because your luck is already with you. This is something that, didn't just magically happen. You were born with it. You were born being blessed. It's such, I just have to show it to you. It's such a beautiful card. And no, you don't have to be, you don't have to connect with the feminine energy, but this is, what being blessed feels like. It feels peaceful, very, harmonic with the environment, almost as if you're just peacefully floating as you stand where you are, just knowing that the ground could shake and you are protected, you are blessed. That is intense and beautiful energy off the bat, okay? Here and now. Okay. So, it's hard feeling like where we are right now is our blessing, It's hard to say, right now, no matter the circumstance, I'm blessed. Because there's so many other things that are happening in the world, so many other things that are going on, and we are all conscious, we are all aware of everything. So it's hard to continuously tap into that blessing of life, the one that many don't have right now. Life, living, breath in your lungs, being able to breathe clearly, openly, and being in a healthy state, if not mentally, then bodily, right? But the here and now is where you see your blessings. It's where you see the presence of God, because you are surrounded by God as we speak right now in this moment. Here and now is where you get to recognize and see your blessings. And I feel like this month you will definitely become more present, definitely be able to sit in this energy, sit in the presence of yourself, sit with God, honestly. And that's a huge and powerful thing. Observer in reverse, though. And that's interesting because these don't normally come out in reverse or anything like that. But observer, here and now. I think this is stating to be, just to be. You don't necessarily have to observe to say that it happened. You just have to be, I think sometimes when we begin to observe, then we start to get in our head. We start to get in our thoughts, and we trail off from the here and now, somewhere towards the future, probably, or sometimes even going back to the past, thinking about past conversations, interactions, things like that. But if we just observe ourselves in the moment, our breath, focusing on our breath and what is actually grounding us here into the present, we can begin to enjoy it more, to realize more, honestly, how I think we become more aware of ourselves in the present, which can tend to lead us in other directions. But if we really, focus right, we can become aware of our habits, of our thought patterns that lead us to the past or the future, whichever one pops up in that moment. But it's very interesting the things that we can observe when we become present in ourselves, when we become aware of ourselves. And we have time to go. So there's something here. A part of your luck that is coming your way is the realization of when it's time to stay and when it's time to go. That's never, I don't believe, an easy lesson to observe, because we like to think that we can stick things out. We like to think that leaving something behind doesn't make us, or sticking with something makes us a better person than moving forward in our highest good. sometimes it's difficult to actually truly know when is it time to go. Do you mean like now when you're talking to me in the video, or do you mean like time to go after I've watched the video, came to realizations, made a plan, made a backup plan, made a C plan, and then I can leave, right? So honestly, it's about facing our fears of leaving something. And I think that's why this observer card is here. Observing our habits when it's time for us to go. So being in the present, of course, being here and now, realizing what we need to step away from, and then not over observing our past situations that we may have had difficulties moving away from, or over analyzing ourselves to the point where we just don't move at all. Okay, so take what resonates. It's all different for everyone who's watching. We have, wow, 9 of Cups, and this is what you're moving into. Transformation, transformative energy that is a part of your blessing. You are moving away from things that don't serve you, that don't help you heal, that don't affirm your blessed energy. Like all of the things that you know don't make you, you're moving away from, into greater fulfillment, into wow. So like I said in the beginning as well, very intense energy that you are moving into currently in the month of March. The Death card is a cycle ending. Something is dying off so that something can grow again, and it's current. It's here. It's now. It's not something that you have to wait to see. I think that you are very aware of what's moving in your life, what's moving from you, what's moving towards you. Because just because there's death here does not mean that there is lack. We have King, it's upside down, King of Wands. So yeah, just because something is moving away from you doesn't mean that there's nothing coming towards you greater, because we started the reading off with what? Blessed, of course. And I'm telling you, cycles ending, that's a blessing. Okay, that's a blessing that many, they'll see it happening and they'll completely deny it, completely move away from it because they're not ready for things to end. And then there are folks who they move towards it because they said, this at the end of it all will be for my betterment. And I think with the King of Wands in reverse here, you are leaning more towards the latter and saying, this is for my highest good. I can sense it. I can feel it, even if it's hard for me to be assertive and move towards it. Wow. The Moon in reverse. So the moon is the main source of light at night. When there's nothing else, no other light that you can count on, you can count on the revealing of the moon. And that's so interesting that this reading is ending with the moon, because, there are things that you can't, realizations that you cannot run from any longer. I don't know if this is necessarily going to be a tough lesson, pile number 2, but I feel like there's just things that you can't deny anymore. With the moon here, there's emotions that are being revealed. There are, again, habits that are being revealed to you. And I think that if you ease into this and ease into these emotions and these realizations with yourself, being gentle, being understanding, it will make this transition that much smoother, that much easier. Let's see what else we have. We have Fish. Okay. So this is giving me very duality with the light and the dark here, yin and yang. But what's standing out to me the most is that There's a fluidity that you are missing here. There's a flow that you kind of aren't, not kind of aren't allowing, but a bit of resistance. And again, the easiest way for you to flow into this blessing, flow into this luck of transition, is to become aware here and now, being present. I don't know what the temperature is like everywhere, but if you are able to either stand, wade, as I say, in water or anything like that, and really connect to the flow of water, outdoors, indoors, however you can make it happen. But I feel like connecting to that will help you connect to the fluidity of this transition. Allow it. Allow it to happen. Observe your reactionary. Observe yourself in it. And then release. You have a bouquet of flowers, and that's gorgeous. It's almost like stop and smell the roses. So, and even it's so interesting. The bouquet is ending up over death. Death does not smell like roses. Death does not depict roses. It's not necessarily a beautiful thing. And again, this is the part of the blessing that's coming to you, is that you can smell the beauty in this transition. You can sense something beautiful underneath it all. We have key, and the key to it all is you. How are you going to move through this? How are you going to show up for yourself emotionally? How are you going to love on yourself? You could be receiving flowers from another individual, someone outside of you, but how can you love on yourself? Buying yourself flowers, even if you have a whole vase of flowers for somebody else, buying yourself flowers and saying, today I'm treating you because you are moving through this shit flawlessly. Okay. I think that's a beautiful thing to practice. I think there are a lot of different keys for you in this moment, a lot of different things that you can open yourself up to, and be more encouraging of yourself. That's also what I'm hearing. The star. That's gorgeous. So allow yourself to be guided, especially in the nighttime. You can't see. So allow yourself to be guided by spirit, to do this shadow work. This is very subconscious. This is very inner work that you're doing here, that you're observing for yourself. And you don't have to have all the answers. I feel the need to say that. You don't have to have all the answers. That is why spirit is guiding you. That is why you are following the North Star. You're listening to your internal GPS, and you are getting to exactly where you need to be. Transition, somewhere completely new. One final affirmation that you can attune to the energy of. I can decide today, to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. Love on yourself. Commit to it. Tell yourself that you are doing amazing, that you're doing well, that you are doing better than you ever thought, because you are, right? And you can decide today to always recalibrate that, to always remind yourself, to always be in a transitionary stage of your life, spiritually, emotionally, however it needs to appear. But do not be afraid of change. Accept it with love and joy. Okay. And I have one final oracle card for you. This has the angel number and the crystal connected. So you may be seeing this angel number a lot, or are feeling divinely connected to the crystal on the card. And then I will read this short passage from the book. Okay. So we have, Angel Raziel, and the crystal is Petersite. I believe I'm saying that correctly. But Storm Wisdom. Okay. And just like pile number 1, you have the 444 here. So you could be seeing 444 a lot. You could be seeing 6s a lot for some. Maybe 555 for some. That's what I'm seeing. So let's see what your Storm Wisdom is trying to say to you. Whilst the mind often wants to hold on. Oh, this is about to blow your mind. Okay. Whilst the mind often wants to hold on and maintain the status quo, fearing change, the soul thrills at the prospect of joy, happiness, and fulfillment that growth brings. Honestly, I could just put the book up now if you'd like me to, but I'm going to keep reading. It is so devoted to the manifestation of divine love in the world that it is willing to go through growing pains to bring the inspiring, vitalizing life of the spirit into the beautiful form of the body. The soul knows that temporary discomfort can bring tremendous gains for the spiritual path and ultimately far greater joy and pleasure in life for the body too. The mind may need reassurance from the heart that all will be well during times of great change, and the wild blessing of Storm Wisdom is one such time. Guys, I just can't make it up. Perhaps you have already felt a sense of discontent or restlessness in your body, mind, or soul, feeling that a change is needed, even if you aren't sure what that might best be. Or perhaps you are feeling that your life has finally settled down and you are quite happy for it to remain as it is for years to come. No matter whether you are in the midst of the storm of change already, just recovering from it, or waiting for it to move its cleansing grace through your life, know this: Storm Wisdom is love in action. It is not going to harm you, and you do not need to fear it. It is going to cleanse you on all levels and allow for more life, vitality, purpose, and passion to enter your world. You will love the outcome that eventually manifests for you as the blessing takes shape. But you will need to reassure yourself that even amongst great change, whether that be something more internal or shows up as big external changes in your life, it is safe to trust life. Wow. Wow. Pile number 2. I just want to sit with that just for a second because, wow. There's nothing to fear. Whatever it is that you feel like may be ending and you cannot grasp onto a new beginning just yet, it's because it's already set up and it's not something that you can visibly see the end of. It's just something that you have to trust. And so I hope that with all of this luck coming your way, your trust gains tenfold. I hope that this reading resonated for you, you enjoyed it, and please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. And I will see you in the next reading. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. You chose this beautiful tiger's eye crystal as your pile. So let's get right into your reading. Let's see. I feel like you've had the most oracle cards, probably even the most cards in general, but let's see. First card you had out is community. Wow. So in regards to your luck, the luck that is coming your way this month, the things that may be showing up for you the most is your community. We also have the community as the number 8, so there's an abundance within your community as well. A community that is supporting you, supporting your dreams, your creations, and an abundance of mutual like energy that you can actually strongly relate to. We have between worlds. So I do see that this is a between phase for you. This is something that you are currently moving into, almost like an influx of energy, of vibrancy within your life, within your connections, and also probably within your finances as well, because that 8 is really standing out to me. Let's see what else. Exchanging gifts. So very aligned because when it comes with a community and mutuals, you exchange gifts, you exchange resources, energy. So anything is considered a gift, but this is all within your connections, your connections to other people, your friends, things like that. Let's see what else. Go the distance. Okay, so there's something that you are taking off on, going the distance with. This is also a part of your luck. There's something that you are wanting to move forward with, and you are backed by your community, backed by, the people that are closest to you and who really believe in you. Honestly, you are feeling more encouraged, more focused, more driven to continue to reach this goal and to continue to add light and color and again, vibrancy to your life. And we have, wow, one of the luckiest cards in this deck, honestly, other than serendipity, but milk and honey. You are within the month of March, enjoying the sweetness of your life, the sweetness of the people around you, who surround you, who feed you, honestly, is what I'm hearing. Your energy is being fed with this connection this month. You are being affirmed, not just through other people, but you are also affirming yourself and living in the joy and the sweetness of that. That's a beautiful card to have, especially surrounded by all this other beautiful energy. Of course, there, is always the possibility, I'm just gonna say, of stagnancy here with Between Worlds, where you feel like it's just nothing's moving right now. Like, what am I missing here? But you are, it's like it takes a lot to change the color of the sky, right? Like, it's damn near impossible if you really want to think about it, but it's possible in your world. You are really shifting something, so much so that, when you step outside, the world looks different, like brighter, more clear. It's like getting new glasses, and you just, everything just seems and as all the other readers say, that's your throat chakra. So speaking up for yourself and speaking up for the things that you want to go the distance with, to share with your community, to exchange with others. Let's see. We have 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So with closeness to others, there comes, what's the best word for it? Disagreements, honestly. Let's move this up here. Disagreements because of opinion, of, experience, people's experiences. They may not agree with you or your community, or because I'm getting very, especially with the rainbow here, you could be a part of the community. I am a part of the community, so that is always welcomed here. And if not, do not take offense, but do not, you know what I'm trying to say. This energy, the 5 of Wands in reverse, is saying that you are no longer putting up with it. You are no longer giving in to others' demands. You are standing up for yourself. You are standing up for what you believe in. And you're making the things that you want happen appear. What else? We have the Hanged Man in reverse, though. So that's very interesting. There's going to be a time that's coming towards you in March where you will have to do some introspective work, where you will have to shift your perspective because you know that others won't, is what I'm hearing. You're shifting your perspective to adapt. You're changing. You are transforming. Your world, the things around you are transforming with your energy. And your perspective is shifting to this is who I am. This is where I am. I understand your perspective, but I don't have to accept it. That's strongly what I'm hearing. With the Hangman being in reverse, though, don't try to fight this moment of introspection. Just go with it. Just go with whatever comes up for you energetically. I'm not feeling emotionally here. Let's see what else. Yeah, more Wands energy. Queen of Wands. So this is definitely in regards to your spirit, to your your aura. I'm almost hearing it's like, or your energy. I'm gonna go with energy. You are moving from the Five of Wands energy to the Queen of Wands energy, where you are passionate, where you embrace your grace and your passion, and it combines into this ball of energy. And literally we have two very feral animals here. The cheetah, is that a cheetah? No, leopard. A leopard and a tigress. And that's very and I'm gonna say it, badass energy, because you are taking off. Like, you are really going after what you want and not paying attention to other people's energy, other people's, I don't want to say energetic attacks, because that sounds almost it sounds diabolical and almost intentional. Whether it is or not, though, it is an energetic attack where people just, they are expecting something from you when they really honestly shouldn't be. And we also have Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Psst. What a way to end the tarot, because that's exactly the energy that you're stepping into. Not only just your passionate and compassionate energy, but your bag. You're stepping into your bag. And it's a great feeling because you know that these are the things that you want to focus on. You know that this is what you want to give your energy to because it's feeding you. There's something over here that's feeding you when there's something right here that's not, right? And you are in between worlds of that. Honestly, you are moving away from chaotic and unnecessary dramatic energy, honestly, and you are moving into harmony with mutuals, people who understand you, who can speak with you, not to you, or however that appears in your life. And you are exchanging gifts with your community. That's a beautiful energy to focus on because it feeds you in the end. And I told you that 8 was giving me very financial, and we have 9 of Pentacles right over it. You have the stork. So something is being birthed. Something is being delivered to you. Within the month of March. And it's in regards to you letting go. I think there's going to be a certain kind of peace that is delivered in letting go. We have the sun, so that's definitely confirmation of that because the sun is shining. Even on a snowy day, the sun is shining for you, pile number 3, because you have listened. You have listened to your intuition, to the things that are intuitively guiding you. You stop fighting it. within March, I'm seeing you definitely stop fighting your intuition and the things that you intuitively know to be true, and you move towards it. You move towards your community, your security. Again, that bag, okay? Whip. But it does not come without some resistance, either from yourself or from others. The whip is definitely harsher energy. It's where you know, you either lose focus of yourself or you try to appease those who you know hurt you. Not like, not anything bad, not anything where you would put yourself in harm's way, but verbally, or energetically, people just don't connect with you. And that does cause friction, that does cause pain, discomfort. I'm going to be honest with you, but it's not something that you are completely unaware of, and it's not something that you are completely unable to move away from. Crossroad. So it could be a tricky situation for you. And again, this is a luck. This is what luck is coming your way. So I don't believe that any of these cards are down to advise you that you aren't lucky or that there's nothing, because you have the sun, milk and honey, freaking 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So it may be a difficult decision for you, though, because, and I'm just going to throw it out there because this is what I'm intuitively hearing, it could be family that you are moving away from. If we have community here, community is not necessarily blood, right? It's those people who we find outside of family bonds that understand us the most. So whatever your situation may be, however you find yourself defending yourself or defending your energy, whatever it is that you feel that you have to defend your energy from or towards, that's the thing that you're moving away from, because there are much more equal and harmonious connections waiting for you elsewhere. So I have one final affirmation to get into, and we have: to begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let Spirit give me direction. I'm going to repeat it. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let Spirit give me direction. Okay? So you are being divinely guided. You are being protected along the way. And the only thing that's in the way seems to be you. Do not fight this period that is coming up for yourself. I believe it's going to move you right out of that stagnancy that you've been hoping for and right into your milk and honey, okay? And so I have one final card for your reading. This is the Crystal Mandala Oracle. So it has one angel number on here that you may have been divinely seeing a lot lately. It may be popping up for you. And there is also a crystal on here that you may connect with as well. And then I'll just read the short passage. So we have Angel Asita and Carnelian. So the card is Nourishment. And the angel number again is 444. Pile 1 and Pile 2 had number 444. So that's very interesting. You could be seeing 8 a lot. 888. You could be seeing 9. The 9's a lot. 999. We could be seeing 1010. I think that's all that's standing out to me. So let's see. Oh, you could be seeing 1111 too. But let's see what else we have here for the short passage. Choice is part of your spiritual freedom. You have the choice. Spirit's been acting up today. Okay. You have the choice to feed yourself, body, mind, and soul, with a variety of foods, from physical food to provide fuel for your body, to the food for thought you give to your mind. You choose how to nourish yourself on a daily basis. Sometimes there might not seem to be much of a choice, as mass media delivers a daily stream of imagery and ideas, most of which is based in fear and generates more of the same. However, being offered food and choosing to partake of it is something quite different. When food for the mind or the body is offered to you, you know in your heart it is not going to help you. You have a choice. The choice might result in you taking in the meal or the idea because you don't want to offend the people you are with at the time. Then you will need to clear any debilitating effects of that meal from your system. This can absolutely be done. But if you choose to live that way more often than not, you will become tired and lose energy. There is a better choice you can make for yourself if you wish, and when you feel ready to do so. That different choice is to notice what is being offered to you on a plate or in a news story, for example, and respond with compassion rather than reaction. If someone offers you a meal of fear-based reality, you can understand with your heart that this is all they are willing or capable of expressing in that moment. With the light in your mind, you can see clearly that although it may seem harmless enough to that person, you know it is not a good meal for you. You'd prefer to sustain yourself on healthier and more nurturing, strengthening fare. The love you choose to act on for yourself in that moment is going to contribute far more constructive energy to the world than if you try to fit in with others and deny your right to genuine nourishment just to keep another comfortable with their own more fearful choices of food for body and mind. If you are to say yes to food that heals you, it also means reading material that feels good to read, consuming imagery that feels good to consume, and eating food that has a positive effect on your body and emotions. Saying yes to nourishment means saying no to foods that sap your energy and drain you. That will likely mean saying no to physical food that is highly processed with additives that damage your body and diminish your energy. Many spiritual aspirants undermine their own efforts on the spiritual path because they do not feed themselves properly to support their body and mind to do the incredible spiritual tasks that they are here to do. You do not have to feel guilty about this if you feel this applies to you. Part of your journey may have involved moving through a less healthy time to realize several things: compassion, understanding of how health can support your spiritual growth, and ability to feel joy and vitality being some examples. Perhaps part of your journey is to heal your own health and then inspire others to do the same. Part of your journey may well involve learning how to love and respect yourself enough to truly take care of your needs, even if that means unlearning what you have been taught to explore less fearful and more nourishing ways of eating. You don't have to become afraid of the junk foods and ideas that exist in the world. Just aware and decisive about what you want to take in and what you prefer to release. Okay, pile number 3. That was heavy. That was heavy because this can apply to so many different things for you. Whatever it is that you are taking currently and you know that it is not nourishing you. And you know, I know that you know because we've gotten this far in the reading, right? Whatever it is, you have control over the situation. Do not worry about others and their expectations of how you nourish yourself. Just nourish yourself. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and that it resonated for you. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Hello, pile number 4. Last but not least, we have you, and you chose this beautiful carnelian stone. So gorgeous. These piles have been very intense today, and I expect your pile to be no different. Pile number 4. So let's get right on into it. The first card you have, wow, like I said, intense energy today, man. I can't even This is gonna be a good one. So higher power, that is a part of your luck that is coming in. You are unlocking something, and it's so interesting because she literally has something I never even noticed before, a key that's highlighted and coming out of her forehead, her third eye. So your third eye chakra is definitely opening, definitely unlocking some new bits of information for you, some new clarity. There's some really big energy that you are stepping into here. We have chopped wood. So this is also very interesting because, you know, like pile number 3, excuse me, gosh, you are opening your throat chakra and you are cutting some things off. Chop wood for me, especially because it's always depicted with this broom, means that there's some clearing out that you have either been doing or are preparing yourself for. You are opening the doors wide and you are sweeping some things out, clearing some things out that aren't aligning with you. We have regeneration, and that sparks something growing within you. I see. This is all going to be spiritual, internal, as many of the piles were, but this one specifically, there is a regeneration to your energy. Your energetic field is being re-strengthened. You are being strengthened within this connection to your higher power. We have loyal heart. There's something that you're committing to in March. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a situation that you are committing to yourself, or a journey that you are being committed to. It could be you are committed to the clearing out of old and stagnant energy. Whatever it is that you have currently in your life that you really feel drawn towards, that you are really feeling a pull towards energetically, that is healthy and aligned with your spirit, it is bringing you a loyal heart. That is a part of your luck. It's something that you finally feel like you can settle down with and get a deeper involvement with. Let's see what else this is. King of Cups. So it's definitely something emotionally that you are stepping into your emotional authority. I'm seeing like you are taking an active hand in your emotional healing, and you are opening yourself up to spirit, opening yourself up to receive information from the higher realms, and this is backing you energetically. We have 3 of Pentacles in reverse though. So this could be a work situation, but it doesn't have to be. There's something that you are clearing out energetically, as I said, and it's leaving you kind of in a space where you want to be with self. You may not necessarily have access to do that currently right now with where you are working. You may be involved with a lot of, or not even a lot, but with different people, and you are kind of wanting to pull back your energy, is what I'm seeing. I don't know why, but this King of Cups is almost like you are really focused on you. Like you are really focused on you emotionally, and the things that you are creating kind of has a back burner, or when it comes to with other people, because your own creations are things that are divinely a part of your own energetic spirit. So that's something different. I'm sensing a 2 of Wands here. So there's a plan to move away from something. You've been mapping it out, and you are continuing to map this plan out on moving away from something. Again, I'm feeling like this is very much so work related. The Lovers here though, in reverse. So you are going to have to make a decision within the month of March. It may not be an easy one. It may be in regards to love with the Lovers and Loyal Heart here. Three of Pentacles. Intense energy. You are looking for greater fulfillment. You are looking for your ultimate fulfillment. And whether it not be in work or in love, there's something that you are very interested in just regenerating, completely renewing. But you, yourself, you are sitting very firm in your decisions because you are divinely protected, divinely guided by the higher realms. And you're more so just not afraid to cut off what isn't working for you any longer. We have Knight of Wands, and that makes you very passionate. That makes you very eager and encouraged to move how you want to move. Because when you cut that weight off, there's nothing holding you down at that point. There's nothing standing in your way energetically to keep you from going after fully what you want. I'm seeing that strongly, like this regeneration. You start with the King of Cups and you end with the Knight of Wands. Your emotional fulfillment and stability, assertiveness is going to bring you to an energetic level where you feel like you can take off, where you feel like you can trust your heart to guide you exactly where you know, intuitively, even with these owls here, where you know that you need to be. That's huge. I'm going to sit with this for a few more seconds to make sure I'm not missing anything, but that's as clear as day is what I'm getting with these cards here. You're not afraid to cut these things off. And I'm not saying it to be like you're flighty or you can't commit, because loyal heart is here, higher power is here. It takes commitment and loyalty to spirit to even have this card here. So you are a committed and loyal being, but only to the things that elevate your highest good. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. The snake, transformative. Absolutely transformative energy, divinely connected to higher power. The snake is usually viewed as something vile or like someone's up to no good, and that is likely depending on your situation. There may be someone around you that is not the apple of your eye, is actually quite sneaky, quite shifty, but this could also just be your transformative and higher power energy where you, no matter what is going on around you with other people, no matter what is happening, you are able to shift into your aligned energy. You are very aligned right now. You are very in tune with the spiritual realm and all that she has to say to you. I love that. We have house. So some of you could be moving. That could be the thing that you are shifting, changing. You could be moving out of a place with someone, like you move in, they stay in, or they stay in, you move in. But this just could mean that there are things even around your house that needs cleaning up, even around your house that needs regenerating, like a new what are those things? Maybe new carpet or new, what's the shutters? Yes, window shutters. Whatever it is that is needing a renewal, even in your physical space. I feel like you are looking to change that, and we'll have luck changing that in the month of March. Mice. Okay. So, yes, more of the sneaky energy that popped up in the snake, and I was wondering why, but it's mice here. So there's definitely someone that you are moving away from, someone that has that sneaky, shifty energy. And then, of course, this flipped over. Something is ending. And again, things cannot end, or things cannot begin without an ending. So the regeneration that you are feeling, that you are sensing, it comes after something ends. And I believe that this change is almost like signifying, if you can stay committed to this change, if you can stay committed to this even through all of this change, and you still want it after, it's yours. It's absolutely yours, because you were committed enough to allow your heart to guide you into the change that you needed. You trusted it, you allowed it. That's also a hard part, is allowing this change to happen. Initiating it, honestly, is also a hard thing to do as well. But you did these things. You set yourself up for the success that you wanted. You listened to your heart, not what other people say, but what they do. You listen to what speaks to you clearly, and you make decisions, intuitive and intelligent decisions based off of that. You're not afraid of it. You're not intimidated by it, because at the end of it all is the regeneration that you have been feeling this entire time. Okay, so I have one affirmation card for you here, just to hold on to energetically through the month of March. And it says, true manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. True manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. So this change is not just good for you. And whether someone else can see it or not, that has less to do with you, because you can't make someone see, what you see. You can only see it for yourself, testify to it, and move in that energy. But you are manifesting currently for the highest good of all. And you can see it clearly. Others may not, but you can see it clearly on how this is the best thing for everyone involved. And that is the luck that is coming towards you. It's saying, this is a confirmation that what you've been sensing is true. Okay? So I have one final oracle card for you. This is the Crystal Mandala Oracle. It has a crystal that you may be divinely connected to, or feel a connection to once, after this reading. And it also has an angel number that may be popping up for you frequently. What has been coming out for all of the other groups is 444, so we'll flip and see in a second, but I'm definitely feeling that 444 energy here. You could be seeing 333, 222. You could even be seeing 8s or 1010. Yeah. So let's see what your card is. Oh, upside down, of course. So we have 23, Ascended Master Jesus, and Rosafia is the crystal right there in the middle. And the phrase is meaningful sacrifice. The 333, I did mention that did come out. So let's see what this is for you here. Meaningful sacrifice. What are you, and we already know, but what are you sacrificing? Yeah, let's see. Page 23. Yep, Jesus. Okay. A meaningful sacrifice is being asked of you. It is the foregoing of a situation that you want so that another more appropriate situation, one that your soul truly needs, can come into being. This meaningful sacrifice is actually a divine blessing, although it may not feel that way initially, which is what I said, of course. It is a withholding from you of that which would seduce you away from the truth of your path. The world can be a most intriguing and fascinating place. Being open and curious about life can help you feel energized and inspired. Yet, if your body or mind becomes enchanted by that which is not truly meant for you, this leads you away from the path upon which you will actually find real joy, fulfillment, and happiness. Such distractions, as alluring or perfect as they may seem, cannot provide the deep satisfaction for which you yearn. It may even end up causing you unanticipated and otherwise unnecessary pain, which you shall then need to resolve. When the blessing of meaningful sacrifice is bestowed upon you, you are being protected. The protection may seem like a no from the universe, which brings frustration, perhaps also a deep despair or disappointment to your heart. We acknowledge the suffering you may experience with tender compassion. However, there is something more for you, more suitable, more loving, more grand, more healing, more tender, more gracious, and more beautiful. The universe will not conspire with your ego to offer you less than your complete divine destiny, no matter how much you may insist that you know what or who will make you happy and how that happiness can best be delivered to you. You are loved far more than that. You are loved enough that the universe will ensure the sanctity, safety, and success of your soul. You will be guided faithfully, held back when a dead end, obstacle, or worse could cause you to sway away from your true path, and encouraged to keep moving forward, foregoing scraps in order to remain hungry for the great feast awaiting you. It is not always an easy path, even if you are a very disciplined person, but understand that for this moment of sacrifice, where something difficult is being asked of you, there shall be so much rich reward. It is the delivery of the reward It is the delivery of the reward which the universe is so keen to bring you, and so whatever is needed for that to take place shall be evoked in your life. And that is the luck that is coming your way. Pile number 4. I was going to say 3 for some reason. You are being divinely guided to your highest good, not the scraps that are surrounded by you, not the scraps that you pick up from work or the scraps that you pick up in love. Whatever it may be, wherever you feel like in the past you have settled or just said, this is good enough for me here. Well, here and now, that has evolved, and you are moving into much greater, much higher power, and the universe is guiding you. You are divinely protected, and there's no need to worry. So, if this pile resonated for you and you enjoyed this reading, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me, and I will see you guys in another video. Peace.